episode number 13! You ready?
There's something so wrong with you. Don't ask me to sing it.
There's all kind of stuff wrong with it. There's all kind of stuff wrong with it.
This is what happens when you give this boy a chance to start over as like 2023. Now he's just like gun-ho and just got all these different things that he's doing, and that's one of them.
Let's go.
I honestly didn't know you could play guitar. I was pretty good.
Play guitar. I mean,
that wasn't bad.
I told you back in the day I used to write and record music.
Maybe
we'll bring some of that up on the show here eventually.
Okay,
yeah,
because you can share it with them, but I'm not singing anything. We
gotta let that beautiful voice out.
I'm like, although I did play the saxophone when I was younger. Believe that, right?
Yeah,
right. That was when I was in like the 5th, 6th grade.
And let's get it started. Welcome to episode number 13 of Courage Pays Better Than Fear. I am one of your grateful and appreciative hosts, Jeremy Rich. Thank you so much for joining us alongside
Special Eddie,
Edmund Fontana. And today, our episode is going to focus all on the pivot. Those moments when you're on a certain path, you're on a certain course, you think it's the right way, but some opportunity, something comes up where you have to adjust. And I'm kind of in that situation right now. We're going to talk about that. Edmund's going to share some of his experiences. But before we do get into that, just a reminder, Courage Pays Better Than Fear is all about bringing positivity, uplifting all of you out there, and just making you realize and giving you the tools to know that you could do whatever it is you want to do. You can be successful. You can change your life in any way possible. And we hope to provide some of that to you. And it is your turn, brother. It is time for another Furious 3.
So I got to answer the questions.
Yep.
All right, let's have that.
Ready?
Hold on. First of all, Happy New Year, everybody. I hope everybody had a safe and Happy New Year. I know I did. It was a great time, great friends. And, this year is all about reaching our targets, setting targets, reaching our goals. And if there's anything that we can do out there to help you achieve that, we are always here to listen.
Yep. And actually, once we finish this video, we're going to sit down with each other.
Do our goal review.
We do our goal review. So you better make some progress, man.
I definitely made progress.
All right. You're gonna be mad at me on a few things.
You're the one I'm worried about.
All right. So here we go. Furious 3. Number 1. Give me 3 words so far that describe this 6-day-old New Year for you. Yeah. 3 words that best describe this New Year for you so far.
So 1 is definitely exciting. I've been super pumped over these last 6 days about like where my future is going to go. I know I'm making some, real life changes that are, look at that, real life.
Real life training.
Real life changes that are going to impact me, are going to impact my family for the better. Optimistic, right? So right now, like just not only with my life, but with business and everything that's going on, things are just heading in a direction that I never in a million years like thought would be here. At the young age of 42, 43?
42.
42.
You're 1 year
right?
older than me,
That's
dude.
right. You're 41?
I'm 41.
Oh, he's more handsome. Come on. I know he's taller and all, but so anyway, so that and fear. Right, I'm not gonna lie. I have a little bit of fear because there's thoughts. There's those negative thoughts that always creep up in your mind. Are you going to make these changes? Are you just running your mouth because it's the beginning of a new year and it's January and everybody does this and by February you're going to fall off, right? So all that comes to my mind. I know it same thing happens to Jeremy and really probably everyone. But it's up to me to basically have a conversation with myself and not allow fear to creep in, right? I tell people all the time, courage or everything you want is on the other side of fear. And I got to remind myself of that sometimes. So yeah.
Awesome, man. That was great.
Oh, it was heartfelt for you?
Yeah, it was. I loved it.
Are you going to play the guitar?
I am. I'm going to serenade you later. All right, so question number 2. If, let's say, crazy, your kids are like, Daddy, you got to dye your hair like some crazy color, and you got to choose it, what color would it be and why?
Oh, man. I might go with the color green. right? The Incredible Hulk, right? I want to be known as the Incredible Hulk to my kids, right? I want my kids to look up to me, and I want them to think that, Daddy can handle anything that is put in his way. It's just when I think of green or green hair or whatever, I always think of the Incredible Hulk, and I don't even think he's got green hair. I know he's green in general.
Yeah, no, I think he's got dark hair.
Okay,
yeah,
great.
Yeah. All right, and then the last one. What is the last book that you've read or a book that you're currently reading that has maybe had a positive impact on you?
That's an easy one. Alcohol Explained, right? So I'm setting out on this journey to do Dry January. Jeremy's doing it. Actually, many of my friends, we all kind of gotten together and came to the conclusion that, look, we're going to do this together. We're going to support one another. And somebody recommended it to me. I can't remember who it was, but this book, it's a game changer when you think about alcohol. Alcohol, I never really looked at alcohol as like a true poison, but it is. And it impacts your body every time you absorb it. And I can tell you, the last 6 days, we're at 6 days now through the 30-day process here that we're doing, and I feel amazing. There's more clarity. I just have way more energy. I can only imagine like what the next 30 days is going to bring. So yeah, Alcohol Explained is one of the books that I'm currently reading.
Awesome. You're glowing, man. You got like a glow to you.
It's because I took a shower.
You took a shower.
Or it's these lights in the
background.
background.
Yeah, because the funk would be captured here in this little studio.
I don't even want to talk about funk with you.
Yeah. Anyway, that's the Furious 3. I'll be up next week. But again, today we're talking about the pivot, and I'm going to push this back on you to kick this one off.
All right.
What is the pivot? Let's define the pivot first for our audience out there, everybody who's listening. What's the pivot?
Change of path, right? Just got to change. And one example that I can think of to where, I had to pivot was when I first made my decision to get involved in real estate. I had a meeting with my real estate coach, Nate Lambert, and I told Nate, I'm like, look, I got 6 months. I want to be able to walk away from my 6-figure salary in 6 months, and let's do it, right? I'm ready to get as many rental properties as I need. And he was like, hold on a minute, right? You're not going to achieve that goal of wanting to replace a 6-figure salary in 6 months through rental properties. And I was gung-ho on rental properties. And he said, you're going to have to work, hard in wholesaling and flips and, that sort of stuff before you can really get involved in the rental property side of things. And I wanted no parts of flipping homes, or I didn't even know what wholesaling was. Just wanted no parts of flipping homes. All you hear are these, horror stories and contractors and rip you off and all this other stuff. And I had a decision to make, right? Like, I already joined his team. I was going through the process, and I had my mind made up that I was going to get enough rental properties to where I can have passive income coming in, and I could sit at home, be with my family. And it turned out that I had to flip homes, right? So I had to study flipping homes. I had to study wholesaling, went through the process, and, at this point, probably close to a dozen homes at this point with my contractor buddy. He was also my partner. So things have been good. I can't complain, but it was definitely a moment where I had to pivot.
Yeah. And the importance of the pivot is sometimes we think that we have to stay on a certain path. Mm-hmm. It has to be done this way. We've got to, and sometimes it's to our own detriment when we don't pay attention to the signs or the messages that are coming our way. I know a few weeks ago we talked about that, mm-hmm. that you have to pay attention all the time of what the world is communicating to you. And I know for me, when we started this journey, I was originally going to be replace your school guy. That's how this started. Yeah, my initial, I was trading on the side. I was going to do that on the side, but I was going to educate and teach families how to homeschool, which I still think is super valuable. But when I started learning and studying trading, I fell in love, and it's now my passion. Yeah. And the financial benefits of it that I've achieved just in a short period of time has just transformed me. I've found something that I want to immerse myself in, and just like I want people to look at me and be like, trader.
Yeah.
Not trader.
Yeah,
not a
trader. Right?
I'm a trader on Replace Your School. But I'm a trader. I love it. Like I want to know everything, and that's what I'm setting out to do now. I want to learn everything. So in 10 years, and I'm going to teach my kid. I mean, Edmund and I have talked too. Like, we're going to bring our kids together. We're going to teach them all this stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like I said, they don't teach this stuff in schools. And think about the amount of time that you spent on Replace Your School. I mean,
a ton of time.
I know you were working for hours and stuff, like in the office, coming up with the course and all the other stuff. And you took a trip down to Tennessee, which was an awesome trip, by the way. Yeah. Sometimes you might have put all that work in, and you got to change.
Yeah.
And I think the key point that you mentioned there was, listen to the universe around you, right? It's talking to you, and it is literally giving you the answers that you're looking for sometimes. You just have to have an open mind and pay attention and really, seek those answers out, because they're there. Sometimes they're right in front of your face, and, you're not even seeing it because you're not keeping an open mind.
And there's a whole concept around the push versus the pull.
Yeah.
And I think with Replace Your School is really, I was pushing myself to do it. Having spent 18 years in education, I wanted to move away from that. And I felt like I had to push.
Yeah.
With trading, it's pulling me. And like, I want to go with it. It's something that, I mean, he'll tell you, he's like, how can you sit there and stare at those charts?
Today, all day. We're working out, and he's sitting there on the treadmill staring at this chart. I'm like, bro, like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm going to make money today. I'm going to make money. And he did. So,
on a treadmill.
Yeah, on a treadmill.
On a treadmill.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's just, and the reason why we wanted to talk about this with all of you, because you may be in a similar situation to where you're doing something that you feel like, oh, this is supposed to be my life's work. I'm supposed to do that. But maybe there's something else that is pulling you in a different direction. You don't have to push. You're being pulled. Another example I can give, just being real, back in the day when I was high school principal, I put in for a superintendent's job.
Yeah.
I'll be completely candid. I was chasing the money. I was chasing the status of it to be like, oh, I'm Dr. Ritz. I'm superintendent of school. I didn't want that job. And the best thing that happened to me is that I didn't get it.
Yeah.
Because
look at you now. I mean, like, compared to, like, imagine where you'd be right now if you got the superintendent position, what you'd be doing.
I'd never be home.
You wouldn't be doing this right now. You'd never be home.
No. No. And it's, that was a pivot for me. I pivoted out of education, just like you pivoted out of education.
Yeah.
And you can't be afraid of that. You have to pay attention to how you're feeling. If you feel you're being pulled in a certain direction and that's where you're supposed to go, sometimes you just have to trust that instinct. And it can be scary, but like you said earlier, everything that you want
is on the other side of fear.
On the other side of fear.
And like people pop up in your life that you wouldn't even expected. You meet new people, go new places. Pay attention to those details, because they're all, those details matter, right? Like Nate Bailey says, details matter. So pay attention to those details.
All right, man. So talk to me about some other things that you got going on that are coming up here in the next week before our next episode that you're focusing on, or you want to let everybody know about.
Yeah, January 17th, right? Nate Lambert, TJ, myself, Nate's beautiful wife, Becky, we are all putting on a real estate event that is free for everyone, okay? Doesn't cost you anything, right? Just go to Replace Your Mortgage, Replace Your University, Replace Your Employer in the Facebook groups. You're going to see the content we're dropping for you to be able to register for the event. Once you register for the event, you're going to have 4 amazing weeks with us, and we are going to teach you about some of the hot topics that are going on in real estate right now. So that's coming up January 17th. I know it's not next week, but, it's here in the near future, and I'm really excited about being able to help people get involved in real estate.
Awesome, man. I'm sure a lot of people will get some value from that.
Yeah.
And then talking about the pivot to kind of bring this to a head here, I'm going to be taking over Replace Your Dollar through Replace Your University. So I'm going to be working with people as a trading coach as you're going through the education. I'll be there to help walk you through that beginner course, the intermediate course, the advanced courses, the trading with option courses, all of that. I have put in probably a bachelor's degree worth of hours into, like, it's sick. Yeah. Sick. Yeah. Obsession. So I will be able to help walk you through all that. So I'm very excited about the start of that. So that we just awesome. Recorded some videos soon, so that'll be coming up as well. Yeah.
So you're gonna start seeing Jeremy put content out there for, in the Replace Your Mortgage groups, Replace Your University Facebook groups. You're interested in learning more about, trading, day trading, swing trading, options, all of that. Jeremy Ritz is going to be heading up Replace Your Dollar. And the education is obviously through real life trading, right? So he's going to work closely with Jeremy Newsom.
The cerebral pyromaniac himself.
Yeah, you're going to work closely with Jeremy Newsom. Jeremy Newsom has taught Jeremy Ritz. I'm going to have to start calling you guys by your last name. Everything that he knows, right? And for those of you who've been following Jeremy Newsom, an amazing guy. He's just awesome.
Force of nature.
Yeah, he definitely is. And, I think he's rubbed off on Jeremy Ritz a little bit. I think Jeremy's found a role model, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah. Definitely.
And, he's here to help you get involved with trading. I'm here to help you get involved in real estate. Nate Lambert's here to help you get involved in real estate. TJ, Nate's wife Becky. So for all you women out there that are feeling like, real estate's might not be for you, or I'm a single mom, or I got, kids and I'm working and everything else, you guys need to check out Nate's wife Becky. She was a single mom, absolutely crushed it in real estate, and real estate was really what allowed her to be able to take care of her kids and find her new husband, which is my man Nate Lambert. So awesome. Mm-hmm.
And then a new way that we are going to close out the show, springing this one on you.
Oh man, what is this?
We are going. Hey, it's all about gratitude, appreciation, and spreading positivity and love. At the end of every show, we are giving a positive, appreciative, gratitude message to somebody out there that needs to hear it. So you're up first, bro. Who do you want to send that message to out there in the audience that you are just feeling it? You need to let them know. Who's it going to be? You're up. You go first.
I'm gonna go with my mom.
I predicted that.
My mom and my stepfather. I have, I don't tell them enough. How much I love them. I don't tell them enough how much they've played a major impact in my life. My mom got me out of the Newcastle neighborhood when I really needed it at most. At that point, she knew it was time. She met my stepfather, and he helped me become a young man. So a lot of positive changes because of both of them. So again, thank you. Love you both. And, continue to stay healthy so you're around for a long time.
Awesome, man. All right. That was like super fast.
Right?
See, I'm thinking.
So you're thinking.
I'm thinking. There are so many people. Well, I'm appreciative of you,
bro.
I'm appreciative of you, bro. I mean,
here's your answer.
That's oh man, there are so many people. I mean, we're gonna be doing this every week, so I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings.
So who'd you write a letter to this morning?
Well, that's secret because they didn't get it yet. That's coming. That's coming. Yeah. I want to express gratitude and appreciation for. Oh man, this is tough, dude.
It's not hard, bro. You just gotta thank somebody.
All right, well here's where I'm gonna go. And this is because it really has changed I'm going Jeremy Newsom.
Nice.
I mean, what I have learned in the past 5 months, 6 months has changed my life, and just how one person with so much energy, enthusiasm, optimism, and just like I get random text messages or call. I texted Jeremy. I was like, hey man, like I'm setting my goals. Can you give me any feedback? Just what, and working with me through the coaching, what you think would be good goals for me. 20 minutes later, I get a phone call. He's like, dude, I'm trying to think. He didn't need to do that. I mean, he works with a ton of clients. And so it just shows that there are human beings out there that really care. They're genuine.
That are real.
Right. And so my shout out, my kudos to you, Jeremy Alexander Newsom.
Play a song for the boy.
That's how I'm going to close the show. Anyway, that is it. Episode number 13 is in the books. We love you. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure that you hit the like button.
Smash the subscribe button.
Share with your family and friends. Let's get some more comments. Shout out to Sammy, Dia,
Mary. Yeah, they're all taking action on their goals this year. It's awesome.
Yeah, and we will see you back next week for episode number 14. And in the meantime, in between time,
Don't look at me like that playing that thing while we're on.
we will see you next week.
Take care.